Alright, today we're going to be talking about coworker music. Have you guys heard that song $1 Million Baby by Tommy Richmond? I never represent, baby. I hate that song so much, not because of the actual song itself, it's not that bad, but what it represents, right? Just some TikTok song that went viral, and now it is in your ears everywhere you go. You go into Best Buy to get a new gaming mouse, and then you just hear $1 Million Baby. Why? It's the same thing with Not Like Us, but $1 Million Baby's a little different, but Not Like Us, everywhere you go, they not like us, they not like us, they not like us. I get it! I get it! Okay, Kendrick, I get it. I don't want any song to be so big that every store is playing it, bro. It's so annoying. But that's a more general criticism of music, I guess. But one thing I've noticed is there's this trend of certain songs being described as coworker music. Now, the question is, what actually is coworker music? Now, it's hard to actually explain what it is because I've seen different types of things be described as coworker music. Some people just think it's like very mainstream stuff like $1 Million Baby. But I also see some people making it like edgy white people music like NF or like Tom McDonald, like music that you don't think people actually listen to, like real people with actual lives listen to, but just like someone who's like your coworker or like an NPC in your life, like a side character. Like, oh, the side character listens to Facts by Tom McDonald featuring Ben Shapiro. But it also seems like I've heard people refer to coworker music with artists like Imagine Dragons, but like, who the fuck listens to Imagine Dragons? Like my dad, your dad, Tucker Carlson.
I love Andrew Tate. He's my boyfriend. I love him.
Yeah.
And he's got like a huge dick.
So I don't know. What is coworker music? It's hard to explain, but I've heard the term being dropped around social media. And this video is what is coworker music, so hopefully we can figure it out. Let's go.
Coworker music. This is a term I've seen pop up more and more recently in online spaces.
Fully invested, you don't want to test it. I am a threat that you don't want to mess with.
And on one end,
yeah, coworker rap music, like the new Eminem stuff, like anti-cancel culture white people rap. It's like artists that you know have fans because they have, let's say, 30 million monthly listeners, but you never hear the songs outside of like a weird person who you work with playing them too loud through their headphones. Or the other brand of coworker music where you ask a guy, hey, what's your favorite songs? And then it's literally the fucking Billboard Top 100. Every song in chronological order on the Billboard Top 100 is what his playlist is. These are not real people, bro. They are programmed. They are literally coming out of fucking factories. If I go into your car to hang out and you're playing $1 Million Baby, I'm grabbing the wheel and causing a car crash. You want to talk about crash out? I will literally crash out if you're playing fucking $1 Million Baby in the whip. Or Not Like Us or something like that. Not Like Us needs to be fucking banned from Spotify temporarily so I can get a break from it.
and it's pretty obvious what it means, but on the other, there's so many levels and interpretations that ultimately don't need to be talked about, but I want to anyway. So today we're clocking in and going on a dive into the corporate world of coworker music. What is coworker music? In short, it's pretty much an evolution of the term NPC music. If you're not familiar with the term NPC, you are one. I'm just kidding. It's a stupid, self-righteous term that originated from people that are chronically online and don't interact with many people that aren't, but it's short for non-player character, which are all those little dudes walking around in GTA with no direction or purpose other than to probably get ran over at some point.
And this is the point. You would rather someone have a bad taste in music who is like a real person than someone with music that looks like it was pre-programmed from something. Like, you like the bad guys in video games more than the NPCs for a reason, because they actually have character. But you know they're bad, you know that they're evil, but at least that they have their own identity. These NPCs are unbelievable. Like, I'd rather have someone with laughably bad music taste hop in the whip and beg to be on aux, just plead for their cancer to be heard by the rest of the whip, than someone who shuffles the fucking top 100 hits whenever they get the aux. If you play Beethoven or fucking Wolfgang Mozart when we're going 120 on the freeway, at least I get a chuckle out of the juxtaposition, right? Oh, it's classical music while we're committing a fucking crime. That's hilarious. But if I go in and then you're playing Make Me Sweat, Make Me Water, I'm jumping out of your car. Make your music taste yourself. And if yourself is really just that average, then I guess you're just meant to fucking serve fries at Burger King or something. But yeah, man, NPC music, it bothers me more than it should. Like, it really actually bugs me. I've met people who are the most low IQ individuals ever. They listen to like NBA YoungBoy or like Yeet. They are actually like clinically brain damaged. But it doesn't bug me because at least they have character. You're not real if you listen to coworker music.
Back in my day, when I was a little tiny lad, we would use this to describe music that's so completely inoffensive and commercial that it can be hard to imagine anyone purposefully seeking it out, let alone being a big fan.
Any Sia song, Pyramid Scheme music, Maroon 5, retail music, Imagine Dragons, anime music, Uptown Funk, middle school music, Flow Rida, homecoming music, Ed Sheeran, prom music, AC/DC, movie trailer music, High Hopes by Panic at the Disco. All of the above.
That would lead you to believe that anyone that is seeking out this music surely must be an NPC.
And I remember when High Hopes was out, and you just couldn't get away from High Hopes from Panic at the Disco. Panic at the Disco used to have, I think, a more discreet and distinct identity as, like, the savior of the Hot Topic kids. I chimed in with a haven't you people ever heard of? That was something. That was its own thing. You had the people with scars on their wrists holding hands and dancing to this hood classic, and now Brendan Urie is releasing commercial hits that I hear every time I turn on the radio. Like, someone's grunkle knows the lyrics to High Hopes. That shouldn't happen. Panic at the Disco was never meant to be a band whose music could be used for a Sour Patch Kids commercial. I feel like all the music is like blending into a weird soup that is meant to appease everyone instead of being someone's specific comfort food.
I think we've all met someone like this, and if that's you, that's fine. You're good. Nothing to be ashamed of.
Not true. You should be ashamed. People want to be nice and saying there's nothing to be ashamed about. How on earth do you open up a streaming service? You're paying for this, by the way. You're like sending Spotify money every single month to get access to every song in the world. And out of that catalog, that repository of thousands of gigabytes of music that are written by people with generational talent in some cases, once-in-a-lifetime talent, the epitome of human excellence, and you've landed on Happy by Pharrell Williams. It might seem crazy what I'm about to say. That is a song I only ever want to hear when I'm watching Despicable Me 2. No other place. Maybe if I'm at Costco buying groceries with mother. In that case, then fine. You know, whatever. It's like my mom can get down to it, and I like seeing her happy. You as a person who is not either of those things, you're not my mom and you're not Costco, just don't play it. Don't ever play it. Okay? Really that easy.
In digging for less known music, and some people just don't care and are perfectly content listening to whatever they like that's pretty popular. It's not a bad thing at all. I mean, the person that's making fun of someone else for liking NPC music could have the most basic taste in movies and just be interested in whatever the latest Marvel movie is. And there's certain bands and artists that are frequently lumped into this category of NPC music purely because they're so commercial and popular that you don't really encounter people that are huge fans of the band itself, or just people that listen to them because it happens to be on the default Spotify playlist.
Don't worry, okay? I've got this last song. You're gonna like it. It's a banger, and I know bangers. Oh!
Now that we've got the term NPC music out of the way, it's time to take a step into the workplace. If you've worked in smaller food service jobs, or even some retail ones, you might know that when you happen to be gifted an actually nice boss, sometimes the workers might actually be allowed to connect your phone to the aux. I worked scooping ice cream for a year, and
one time I walked into this burger place and there was no one in there besides the one guy who was flipping burgers. No one else was there. Pretty sure the rest of the team had the day off or something. Don't know how it was going. But I walk into this restaurant and this guy is flipping burgers. And I walk in there. You can't even hear it from outside. I walk in there blasting Playboy Cardi. I open up that door. If you look at me and you rock, how do you my sock? Like, bro, at that point, just wear AirPods. Like, you'll see me when I walk in. You can blast it to your own capacity and destroy your ears. But, like, it was so loud that I think the fucking air the burgers were being cooked in was, like, infected with the Playboy Cardi song. So much vibration, I think it, like, affected the quality of the meat. Like, I don't want to eat no fucking Cardi burgers.
let me tell you, despite the families with 50 children that each want to try every flavor, the one thing that consistently kept me sane in that job was that I was allowed to completely control the aux and play almost whatever I want. It's a place of business though, so there's obviously a pretty strict limit on the kind of stuff you can play. So I had to create a tailored, specially curated playlist with my most inoffensive music that no family of 50 could ever complain about. But it doesn't always work out that way. Sometimes there's days where you come in later, or maybe you just decided to be nice and unclench your fist from the aux for once to allow your coworker to put on their music. Now, I'm sure most of you have been in the situation where you have a coworker that's a perfectly nice guy or gal, but you don't entirely relate to them, and you probably wouldn't be their friend or even acquaintance if you weren't forced to be around them. So there's that kind of surface level relationship you form where you have some nice small talk, but it never really gets that deep. Then one day, your coworker comes up to you with your headphones on and goes,
Yo, what kind of music do you listen to?
you're thinking, oh god, oh fuck, how do I summarize my entire music taste into one artist or genre? And then you panic and just say something like hip-hop and rock. Then he goes,
Oh, sick, man. Do you listen to Imagine Dragons? They're probably my favorite rock band. What about Drake? You said you like hip-hop, right?
yeah, I love them. The thing is, that's just one kind of coworker though. And I personally have encountered quite a few different kinds of coworkers with different kinds of coworker music, and I honestly think it's a little more nuanced than that. I wanted to ask you guys what comes to mind.
Bro might be CoffeeZilla. Dude's about to receive a lawsuit from Logan Paul for dressing up like the guy who made the Crypto Zoo Exposed series. But the question here is, what do you consider coworker music? And people obviously responded with some different things. I'd say coworker music is stuff like Taylor Swift, Drake, Katy Perry, and The Weeknd. By no means bad artists, but ones that are very mainstream and easy to digest. It's like when you walk into Dunkin' Donuts and Blinding Lights by The Weeknd is playing. You know what I always found interesting? Like, what if stores were only playing music that was like the theme of their store? Like Best Buy is only playing songs that talk about laptops, like hard drive, DDR5, keyboard, mouse and monitor, like something like that. Or like Starbucks was like coffee, coffee. You know what I mean? Just an idea, right? I mean, no one would like it, but it would just be funny, right? I mean, it's people funny. Like, oh, it's a coffee store and they're playing songs about coffee. It's fucking hilarious. But yeah, coworker music is annoying. Mainstream music I don't like. And yeah, listen to songs like He's Bouncing Off My
Booty cheeks, I love the